Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Today, we are breaking down UFC Fight Night. Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Shamil Gaziev. This is kind of a sleeper of a card, guys. There's a kind of in between some big pay-per-views right now. But I'll tell you what, there's, I think, three, maybe four. Let me make sure. One, two, three, four. There's four undefeated fighters on this card, guys. And, man, they are nasty. This card's awesome. We're going to go into it real quick. I forgot to do one thing, though. I forgot to write down Shamil Gaziev's record. Nope, wrong. Shamil Gaziev. Okay, we're good, guys. All right, 1 second. All right. We're breaking down this whole card, guys, top to bottom. I'll give you my picks. We've had a lot of fights fall off this card. There's only 11 fights on there right now. Raul Rosas Jr. versus Ricky Tercios might be added to the card, but as of right now, it is not officially on the card. ESPN has it up there, but Sherdog and Tapology do not. I trust them more. That fight might end up on there, but I kind of think not. It's a lot to make weight twice in 2 weeks, so I don't think that happens, but you never know. So let's break it down. We start our night off at middleweight. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Claudio Ribeiro. Also, I'm doing this kind of early, guys, so it would not surprise me at all if these fights get moved around, what order they're in. Christian Leroy Duncan, 9-1, 28 years old, out of England, 7 knockouts, 1 submission. He's never been finished. His only loss was a decision to Armin Petrosian. He's 2-1 in the UFC, minus 270 favorite here. His opponent is Claudio Ribeiro, 31 out of Brazil, 11-4, 11 knockouts, 2 knockout losses, has been submitted once. Got a knockout win round 1 on Contender Series 2022. He's 1-2 in the UFC. All right. This is going to be an interesting one. Good fight to start the night. I got Christian Leroy Duncan, the favorite in this one. All right. Next up, I got a lightweight fight. Loic Radzhabov versus... Let me make sure I get this guy's name right, because I've said it wrong every time so far. Abdul Karim Al Salwadi. There we go. I wrote it down wrong. That's the issue. Okay. Loic Radzhabov, 33 years old, out of Tajikistan. Plus 140 dog here. 17-5 record. 7 knockouts, 5 submissions. Has been knocked out once. He's 1-1 in the UFC. He's coming off a TKO loss. His opponent, 28 years old, fighting out of Louisiana. Abdul Karim Al Salwadi, 15-3 record, minus 170 favorite here, guys. 8 knockouts, 2 submissions, has been knocked out 3 times. Got a decision win on Contender Series back in 2023. This will be his first fight in the UFC. I'm going with the dog here, plus 140, Loic Radzhabov. I don't know, I just like him in this one. Next up, lightweight fight. Ludovic Klein, AJ Cunningham. I know these are going to be out of order, guys. They haven't really released what the exact order is yet. It's all kind of messed up, so sorry. Okay. Ludovic Klein, AJ Cunningham. At lightweight, let's start off with Ludovic Klein. He's 29 years old, 20-4 record, 8 knockouts, 8 submissions. He's been knocked out once and he's been submitted twice. 4-2-1 in the UFC. He's coming off a decision win. I'm a big Ludovic Klein fan. He's good all around. Still young and getting better, I think. He's taking on 29-year-old AJ Cunningham out of Arkansas. 11-3 record. 4 knockouts, 4 submissions. Has been knocked out once. TKO'd on Contender Series 2023. I like Klein in this one. You never know, but Klein's been there, done that. He's got 4 wins in the UFC. I think he gets the win here. Next up, I'm going to break down Vinicius Oliveira, and Bernardo Sopaj. Oliveira, 19-3, 28 years old, out of Brazil, 15 knockouts, 2 submissions, has been knocked out 3 times. That's a lot. Got a knockout win on Contender Series in 2023, and this will be his first fight in the UFC. Also fighting his first fight in the UFC, Bernardo Sopaj, out of Albania, 11-2 record, 7 knockouts, 3 submissions, has never been finished. This is his first UFC fight. He's currently on a 3-fight KO streak. I'm going to take Sopaj. I got a feeling he's going to be the dog in this one, but I like everything I've seen from him. I got to bet against those 3 knockouts from Oliveira. If you're going to, both these guys are knockout. They knock people the fuck out. And I could see it going either way. Those 3 knockout losses from Oliveira, that makes me think Sopaj can get it done. Sopaj is also 5 years younger. He's 23. Oliveira is 28. All right, taking Sopaj in that one. Now, from now on, I think these will be in order, but who the fuck knows? Okay. Javid Basharat, Ayman Zahabi at bantamweight. Basharat, guys, 14-0, 28 years old, minus 650 favorite, 5 knockouts, 6 submissions, Contender Series 2021 submission win. He's 3-0 in the UFC. I like everything about Basharat, guys. He's a beast. He's taken on Ayman Zahabi out of Canada. 10-2 record, plus 450 dog in this one. 6 knockouts, 2 submissions. Has been knocked out once. Is currently on a 3-fight winning streak. He's 4-2 in the UFC. He hasn't lost since 2019. Zahabi's solid. He's one of those guys that definitely should not ever be a plus 450 dog, just because he'll pull out wins that you don't expect him to get. But this is a tough one for him. I just really like Loic a lot. I think the dude's good all around. Got really good takedowns. The one knockout loss for Loic, worries me a little bit. I'm breaking down the wrong one. Javid Basharat has never been finished, never been knocked out. He's the one. He's fighting Zahabi. Basharat's a beast. Really good everywhere. 3-0 in the UFC right now. I think Basharat gets it done in this one. Zahabi's solid. He's definitely a scary guy to bet against. I just think Basharat's high level here. I think he'll get it done. Minus 650 favorite, and Basharat is the first fighter that's on my parlay this week. We're getting it back after losing last week. Last week I had a 7-leg parlay, and the last leg fell apart. Brandon Moreno, the one I thought had it the most. It's always the one you feel the best about that loses. 6 legs hit, and then the 7th leg fell apart. That sucks. But it's all good. We're going to get it back this week. Next up, middleweight, Eric Anders, Jamie Pickett. This one, I just don't know. This one's just a crazy one. I think this is a toss-up fight. I feel like every card has a couple of these. If you like Jamie Pickett, he's a plus 290 dog here. Toss-up. I feel like either guy could get this. Let's break it down. Eric Anders, 36 years old, out of Alabama, 15-8 record, 9 knockouts, 1 submission, has been knocked out and submitted once each. 2-5 in his last 7 fights. This dude is a veteran. He's been in the UFC for a long time. Fought a lot of guys. He's beaten good guys. He beats a lot of guys that aren't, high level. If you're not like the top level, he might go through you. I have a feeling that might be what happens in this one. On the other side of the cage, we got Jamie Pickett, 35 out of North Carolina, 13-10 record, 9 knockouts, has been knocked out twice, has been submitted 4 times. He's on a 4-fight losing streak right now. He's 2-6 in the UFC. Got a TKO win on Contender Series 2020. So he's been in the UFC for a bit now. He's fought a bunch of guys. He's had a tough go. I like Eric Anders in this one. Eric Anders, he's been through some wars. He's been through a lot of fights. He's not the same guy he used to be, but he's still a beast. I think Eric Anders gets it done here. Minus 385 favorite. But like I said, toss-up fight. Pickett has just, he always could get a knockout, but I doubt it. Next up, now this is a good one, guys. Bantamweight fight. Umar Nurmagomedov. Beksat Almakhan. This is a really good fight, guys. I had never heard of Beksat before, but I like this guy. They're feeding him to the lion, but man, I don't know. It's always guys like this that I feel like have a chance. Okay, Umar, 28 years old, out of Dagestan, 16-0, minus 1,200 in this fight. 2 knockouts, 7 submissions, 4-0 in the UFC. Absolute beast, guys. Out of Dagestan, brother of Khabib, I'm pretty sure, and just a monster. Absolute monster. Might even be better than Khabib, we'll see. Now, this is an interesting opponent. Beksat Almakhan, 26 years old, out of Kazakhstan. He's 2 years younger than Umar. 14-1 record, plus 700 dog. This might be something to sprinkle on, guys, because you never know. It's always the guy. It's always the biggest dogs. They win from time to time, and I think this, the guy that no one thinks has a chance has more than a chance. This guy's got 12 knockouts. Out of 14 wins, he has 12 knockouts. He's been submitted once. And he has 1 sub. Has 1 sub and has been submitted once. This will be his first fight in the UFC. I like this guy. Let me bring him up real quick on SureDog. Like I said, he is being fed to the lion here. But he could kill the lion. I mean, he's not going to kill anybody, but he could surprise a lot of people here. He's fought in Octagon promotion, UAE Warriors. He's got a lot of finishes. Almost every fight's been a finish. His only loss was a submission loss. That was back in 2020 to Sultan Zaldoshbek. Grand Prix of Bushido, Kazakhstan. That's his only loss. Now, the fact that it's a submission, that's scary, because Umar, that's what he does. I'm picking Umar in this one, but goddamn. Oh, hell yeah, Nugbun, that's what's up, bro. Beksat is on a 2-fight knockout streak right now. You never know. Anything can happen. I'm not saying pick this guy, but if I was in a place where I could, I would put $10 on him, because I think crazy things happen. To win $700 or $70 off $10 would be pretty damn nice. That's a good one. I don't think it happened. I don't think he beats him, but it also wouldn't shock me. It's one of those. No one knows him. No one's heard of him. He's a fucking beast. Crazy things happen. Okay, next up, flyweight guys. Matt Schnell, Steve Erceg. Oh, also Umar Nurmagomedov is also on the parlay, guys. Okay, next up, Matt Schnell, Steve Erceg. Flyweight, Matt Schnell, 16-7, 34 years old, out of Louisiana, plus 255 dog here. 2 knockouts, 9 submissions, 4 knockout losses, 2 submission losses, 6-5 in the UFC. Coming off a knockout loss to Mateus Nicolau. Excuse me. Schnell is good all around, good fighter. Just has lost to the absolute top guys. Erceg, I don't know if he's a top guy, but he's fucking good. Erceg is 28 years old, out of Australia, minus 320 favorite here, 11-1 record, 1 knockout, 6 submissions, 2-0 in the UFC, both decisions. He has never been finished. This guy's a dog. I've really liked watching him fight the last time he was out there. I like Steve Erceg in this one. I think he gets it done. Next up, Alex Perez. What am I doing? Alex Perez, Muhammad Makayev. Holy shit. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Alex Perez, 31, out of California. 24-7 record. Thanks, Nugbone. Appreciate that, dude. I put some work into it. We're gonna get some lights. I don't know exactly what I want yet, but maybe some posters. Maybe even a neon light with my name on it in the back with Death Slayer. We'll see. I haven't decided exactly what I want, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, the dogs love that couch. I love that couch too. Okay. Now this fight, guys, I like this fight a lot. Alex Perez, 31, California, 24-7 record, 5 knockouts, 7 submissions, knocked out once. He's been submitted 5 times. That's scary. He's been submitted twice in a row to Pantoja and Figueiredo. I mean, he's fighting the best guys, and he's looking pretty good against them in the striking. It's just when it goes to the ground that it's over. Muhammad Makayev is not that guy that you want to not be good. Is not the guy you want to go to the ground against. 23 years old, 11-0, minus 310 favorite. Not a huge favorite like he has been, but sizable. 2 knockouts, 6 submissions, 5-0 in the UFC. Coming off a submission win over Tim Elliott. Makayev is everything. He's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC right now. Undefeated, 11-0, good everywhere, but his wrestling is insane. He just gets everyone down. He wins. And Perez is good, but he gets submitted. Muhammad Makayev, that's what he does. 6 submissions. I think Makayev gets it done. And if I had to guess, I think he subs him as well. All right. Getting to the end, guys. Co-main event. Light heavyweight. Vitor Petrino, Tyson Pedro. Hell yeah. I love this one. Another undefeated fighter. Oh, and I fucking forgot. Makayev is on the parlay. I have Muhammad Makayev on the parlay. A lot of undefeateds on this parlay. Okay. Vitor Petrino, Tyson Pedro. Petrino's 10-0. Undefeated. 26 years old. 7 knockouts, 1 submission. Got a knockout win on Contender Series 2022. He's 3-0 in the UFC since then. Dude's a beast. I really like this dude. The light heavyweight division needs some monsters coming up. We need someone to fight Alex Pereira, and this is one of those dudes. He's taking on Tyson Pedro, 32 years old, 10-4. Dude's a vet, has been in the UFC for a while. 5 knockouts, 5 submissions, has been knocked out once and submitted once each. 6-4 record in the UFC. He's coming off a first-round knockout win. Tyson Pedro is a monster. He's a little past his prime, I think. He's not as good as he used to be. This is a tough one for him. He's fighting an up-and-comer that I just think is a beast all around. Petrino is 6 years younger than Pedro. And I like the power from Vitor Petrino. I think he gets a knockout win in this one, if I had to guess. But like I said, Pedro's only been knocked out once. Let's go to the main event. Heavyweight fight, guys. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Shamil Gaziev. Holy shit. I love heavyweight. This is a great one. Rozenstruik, 35 years old, out of Suriname. I hope I pronounced that right. Plus 125 dog here. 13-5. American top team. 12 knockouts. Has been knocked out twice. Submitted once. He's coming off a submission loss to Jailton Almeida. Rozenstruik is 7-5 in the UFC. But he's taking on a monster here. I fucking love this guy. This is what the heavyweight division needs. We need monsters. We need, like I said about light heavyweight, we need some big guys coming into the UFC that just get shit done. Shamil Gaziev is one of those guys. 34 years old, out of Bahrain, 12-0, undefeated, never lost, 8 knockouts, 3 submissions. Got a submission win on Contender Series 2023. First fight in the UFC, got a knockout win. I like Gaziev a lot. I think he gets it done here, but this is a tough one for him. These guys both swing, they get knockouts. What I like about Gaziev is his ground game is nuts. Very high level on the ground. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a submission here, but I think for sure Gaziev gets a finish. Great fight. I'm really excited for the whole card. This is a sleeper card. There's some fucking really good fights on here. And if Raul Rosas Jr., Ricky Turcios gets added, that'll be even better. I'll break that one down for you real quick just in case. I don't think it's going to make it. I don't think it gets added, but bantamweight fight. Rosas Jr., 19 years old, 8-1, out of Cali. 2 knockouts, 5 submissions, has never been finished. Contender Series 2022 win, 2-1 in the UFC. On the other side, Turcios, 12-3 record, 3 knockouts, 1 submission, has been knocked out once. Fights out of Team Alpha Male, which is Uriah Faber's team, which I like that a lot. They just put out beasts. Everyone they put out is very well-rounded. He got a loss on Contender Series 2017, got a win on The Ultimate Fighter, won The Ultimate Fighter in 2021. He's 2-1 in the UFC. I just like Turcios in this one, guys. I like him for a lot of reasons. More experienced, older. I just think he's... I don't know. Rosas Jr. is very good, but a little green. He needs to get better. He needs to level up a little bit. Turcios, I feel like, just is a beast already. And that just the fact that he trains out Team Alpha Male... You know he's got to be a good wrestler. That's just what they do there. But yeah, got to go with Turcios in that one. He was a plus 190 dog. I don't know if that's going to change at all. We'll see. But I love this card, guys. UFC Fight Night. And this is an early one. I hope everyone hears this. This card starts at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, okay? 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, March 2nd, 2024. I'm hyped. This is going to be a good one. I will be streaming the entire card from beginning to end, starting, like I said, at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Right here at twitch.tv/DeathSlayer1964. I don't know what we're playing yet, but we'll play a game, something fun, and we'll chat and talk. Oh, you know what? We got something cool. I got something that I can play PS3 games now on stream, which I've been trying to do forever. I'm really hyped about it. Maybe we should make people vote on it. I've got a few games in mind that I like to play. We'll figure it out. We'll see what we do. But I'm excited. We're going to play something fun for sure. It's going to be a hell of a stream. Come check me out, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.